Welcome to the Bluegrass Sports Network. I'm Bo Craycraft, joined again tonight by Coach Nick Maxwell. Nick, good to have you.
Hey, I'm excited to be back. Appreciate the offer.
We're here on your turf at Great Crossings. I like to call it the university since the complex is just out of this world. But we're here at Great Crossing High School for the final of the Region 11 girls soccer tournament.
Yeah, it should be a great game, Bo. We got two top class teams going at it, ready for 80 minutes of exciting soccer.
We definitely have. I think this is what a lot of folks expected in this game. Lexington Catholic, Lafayette, they met in the district final. They've met 2 other times this year. Catholics came out on top, but Lafayette having a heck of a run this year.
They are. You know, with Lafayette, you just have to watch them and hope that they can come out from the get-go and kind of dictate the tempo and pace of this match. If Catholic gets a hold of it early with that attacking force that they have, it could turn quickly to their favor. But we're hoping for two really good teams with not only good teams but good individual players in each to really come to the forefront tonight.
So Tuesday night you covered the Lexington Catholic versus Great Crossing game. We saw a big game out of Emily Scanlon, 4 goals, couple off corner kicks that were just beautiful balls played in by Olivia Bretz. Mary Martin Hampton was also a name to remember. She put 2 in the back of the net. They coasted to a 6-1 win over Great Crossings is a newcomer not only to the region but also, you know, just a young team still kind of learning the ropes.
Yeah, I know with Great Crossing, you know, they're defensively they try to pack it in and kind of hold out, and Lexington Catholic just proved too much for them in the attack. And I think that's the question Lafayette has to ask tonight is how do we prevent those opportunities from coming into the box like they had so many of the other night. It was just a range down there of crosses and one right after the other. Can they prevent that tonight and really prevent Emily Scanlon trying to getting over top their players and winning those aerial challenges like she did so frequently Tuesday?
This is my 3rd game getting to see Lafayette. We saw them Saturday against Western Hills, of course Tuesday against Henry Clay. They play a 3-5-2, got a ton of talent in the midfield, got a nice attacking core with Abraham, Gamble, Lily Simpson, who came back from injury to score the game winner. But in that 3-5-2, you're susceptible. And I kind of wonder, do they stick with that tonight against a Catholic team with the attack that you just mentioned, or do they rotate more to a more traditional 4-back system?
Sure, so, with that, that 3-5-2 leaves you susceptible to the width and to crosses in by those wingers. And I think to prevent that, can Lafayette's wingbacks remain dedicated to the defensive side of the ball in order to prevent that? But the same question is true of Catholic, Bo. When you watch Lafayette play, they look to kind of do something similar and get those balls in from the width, and can they continue to do that against a similar style of play?
Well, you can see we're about ready to start the national anthem here, so we'll take a quick break, jump back in, and get this regional final started. Thank you for watching the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
So when you think about a banking relationship, you want someone who's going to be there with you in good times and particularly in bad times. And when we think about traditional bank, that's the kind of partnership and family member we're looking for. They have the same values we have, they care for their people, and they want you to do well. My name is Heatley Bell, and I am the managing partner of Mill Ridge Farm.
Play like the pros and train at the ultimate soccer training facility, Goal Station Footbox. Featuring a patented state-of-the-art arena and performance center designed to improve all players, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Our certified coaches and cutting-edge technology will track your progress and help you achieve your full potential. Visit GoalStationFootbox.com/Lexington to view a variety of training options. Your first class is free. Make goals, break goals at Goal Station Footbox.
Welcome back, folks. Just finished the national anthem. Want to take this time to thank Coach BJ and the guys over at Footbox for sponsoring this week's Region 11 Girls Soccer Tournament. I was blessed to have BJ join me on Tuesday night for that second half game. He headed to Utah today for an MLS game over the weekend.
How fun will that be for him?
Yeah, so we're thankful for them that we're able to carry these games. Thank you for joining us. If you are online, as you can see, Kristen Gamble standing over the ball. Looks like Lafayette will have they'll get first touch here tonight. Going through the PA announcers, going through the starting lineups. And Nick, you and I were looking at, you can't see on screen, but it looks like both teams have 3 in the back.
Yeah, it looks like they're set up very, very similarly. And sometimes when you play a team that's matching you with the same tactical setup, it can be challenging sometimes to do what you're used to doing. So many teams are used to playing against a 4-3-3 that you have to ask, has Lexington Catholic or Lafayette seen a team that plays the same system of play or something very similar to what they are used to playing?
I got to tell you, it's setting up to be a great game. I'm excited. Beautiful day. I didn't expect us to have, mid 70, 80-degree weather, but I'm told that come Saturday we'll want coats again.
Yeah, it's supposed to get back chilly, so I hope the players enjoy not only the opportunity that they find themselves in, but just being out on the beautiful pitch with such amazing weather this late in October.
Well, we are underway. Girls 11th Region Final, Lafayette versus Lexington Catholic. Folks, we thank you for joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network. Early throw in here for Lexington Catholic. Banahan there with the throw in, looking for Scanlon. Now, I expect the first few minutes here to be kind of choppy, don't you? As teams try to get the emotions to settle down.
They get those emotions to settle down. Both teams know they're going up against another quality side. So usually during this type of setup, you start to feel out the other team, kind of get a feel for how they're planning on playing, so that way you can make adjustments as you need.
Senior Abby Rowe looking out wide. I believe that was Brett's. No, that was not Brett. She's number 20. I think that was Emma James Bryant. I did notice in just watching the film and watching the game that those outside backs for Catholic like to get forward.
Yeah, it's almost like they're really old-fashioned left and right midfielders that like to stay high. They trust their back three to do the job, and we're going to see them get into the attack. Now, can Lafayette's wingbacks match their intensity and remember to recover defensively when they get those opportunities to get high? That's something Catholic will be looking for, those gaps.
That was Brett's to Stevenson. Trying to play the ball through, but cleared by Lafayette. Put back into the mix, and that's a dangerous ball. Scanlon with the touch. And that was really reminiscent to the start of the Great Crossings game. It
was. Great Crossing had that defensive shape well, but Catholic got in within 2 minutes, and very similar attack there from the Lexington Catholic Lady Knights. And I think that we're going to see a lot of that tonight, looking for Scanlon on that weak side, trying to isolate her against that right center back and seeing if they can exploit that a bit.
Kayla Moore with the goal kick here for the Generals. I think we got a little handball there. Ball popped up on Dahlhair, so free kick for the Knights.
And, Bo, I know our viewers can't see it on the screen, but what I do appreciate is the Lady Knights' willingness to continue to add members of the attack. Their right center back pressing up to get those balls that pop up, and they definitely have a dedication to putting the ball in the back of the net.
Well, we saw set pieces in the form of corner kicks be very fruitful for them Tuesday night. Brett's put a couple dimes right on top of
beautiful balls.
One was to Scanlon, one was to Mary Martin Hampton. Beautiful ball. So I think that's part of their attack here under Coach Quigley. Speaking of Coach Quigley, you'll get a kick out of this. I was looking at KHSA trying to figure out, how long's he been at Catholic, and KHSAA goes back to like 2001. Go back to 2001, it's still Quigley.
Oh, yeah.
So I walked over before the game. He's the only coach that this program's had since it's been organized.
That's crazy.
Not a club sport. 1992.
Wow. I knew he'd been in the game for a while. My high school coach, my junior and senior year, John Knoll, actually coached with Quigley before he came to Scott County. So I knew he'd been around for quite a bit, and that experience comes in handy in situations like this as a coach. You've been in this. The nerves aren't quite there, and you're able to help your players get through that aspect of the game.
He has definitely been here. He's the defending regional champ, but also won at 15, 16, 17, had a three-peat, made it to the state final twice in those 3 years.
Wow.
Unfortunately lost both of those, but just getting there is an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a tough battle, especially in this state, just to get out of Region 11 for boys or girls and then to continue forward.
That throw-in was looking for Hampton, but she couldn't quite control it, so Lafayette will take a throw.
We're seeing a lot of action from Catholic trying to get the ball wide early and isolate some of those players. I think that's something else, a theme we'll see tonight as well, obviously. And as you're looking at Lafayette, it looks like they might be actually playing a 3-5-2 with only two up top instead of Catholic's 3-4-3.
Yeah, they have been playing that 3-5-2 at least for the last couple of games that we've done. And they in both of those games they played one was a 4-3-3, one was a 4-4-2, which gives them kind of that outnumbered situation in the midfield. But it'll be interesting to see how the three attackers match up with those three back for Lafayette.
Sure.
Stevenson out wide there to Bryant. They're trying to play Hampton down the line.
Yeah, they're able to find that pocket of space just behind the midfield with a nice little turn and looking forward, just a little mishit, but
Dahlhair to Tippy. Looking at Gamble. She dropped it there to Confides. Thought we might get a whistle there, but instead just a throw in.
Yeah, early on today, there's been a couple of times where we kind of expect the whistle, but the center ref has let them play, and I have no issue with that at all.
I don't either. I mean, this is, it hasn't been anything malicious. It hadn't been anything overly aggressive. And, again, in these first few minutes, the adrenaline's running and pumping. So I think the girls will get settled down here in a minute, and we'll start seeing a couple more connections. That was Byrne trying to play in Gamble up top. Fides looking out wide. This is Tippy. Tippy caused quite a bit of trouble the other night out on that left wing.
Yeah, she, when I watched back that film, lots of opportunities to get that ball inside to their strikers and trying to create on that width.
Quick throw in. This is Dahlhair. Another throw in. They continue to take it quick. That was Gamble just trying to flick it into space. But Callie Opalka will collect for the Knights.
I feel like the pace of this game, both teams, that adrenaline is going and the rushing to try to make something happen early. I think the advantage early on is going to go to whichever team can calm down and kind of start to play their style instead of the frantic pace that we've seen the past couple minutes.
I agree with you. You got one team that's been here, several times in the last 4 or 5 years. You have one team that hasn't even been to the region for 15 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They rely on a lot of freshmen and younger players, whether it be Dahlhair. We're going to see Lily Simpson here in a minute. But I will say they've played way above their age as I've watched them.
And part of that, I think, is Dahlhair's kind of experience and maturity, even as a young player, to bring the team together, calm down, and get them refocused. We have a great ball in by Catholic.
This is Mary Martin Hampton. She's in a little space. Oh. Sarah Hall comes over. You can see the keeper there saying, play on.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by the Lafayette defender to really kill that attack and kind of start something the other way.
Fides was trying to turn, but tackled there by Catholic, so out for a throw.
Oh, looks like that center back lost her shin guard. She's over there trying to get him back in.
That center back is number 8, Sarah Hall, and she is the centerpiece of that back three. Coach BJ and I talked a lot about her on Saturday night. Like, she allows them to play that back three because she is disciplined. She's super talented. She reads the game well.
And that's so important when you make the decision to play a back three. If that one in the center can't do those things and isn't knowledgeable and a smart player and a calm player, that can go really sideways really quick. And really a lot of teams who might want to play a back three are just missing that piece.
I think you're right because, I mean, in practice, if I can get a numbers up situation in the midfield, I want that.
Yep.
But that comes at the cost of losing another center back for the main point.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have somebody that's super talented in the middle of that back three. Ball trickles out. We'll stay with Catholic. Good pressure there from Rowe. But Lafayette is able to play out. Well, not quite. Good step there. And here's our first whistle and a free kick for Lexington Catholic. Apologize.
You know, even before that, though, Sarah Hall running the show there in the midfield for that defense like you just spoke about, being able to read 2 passes, pick it off, knowing where to be, that just takes a high level of IQ in that position not to drift off.
This is Kylie Mae Stevenson stepping over and
really dangerous for Catholic here. They got a few goals on great crossing on Tuesday off these set pieces. That one getting headed away.
That was Abraham with the header. She's a senior. She and Gamble are both key seniors for this Lafayette team. They have a good mix of youth and senior leadership on this team.
And that's so important because somebody has to set the example for those younger players, and having seniors.
And Sarah Hall is one of those as well that we just mentioned. So Coach Roden's been able to really mesh this young talent with some senior leadership. And there's Hall again.
Another great tackle to clear it out.
Ball is not out, just wide. That was Abby Rowe trying to play the ball across the face of the goal. And we've got a couple substitutions for Lafayette. I think that's number 11, Abby Peck, coming in at that left back spot. And then
I think Lily Simpson, number 9. We saw her come off the bench Tuesday night to grab the game winner. She'd been dealing with an ankle injury, so she's only played about half the season. And, that's tough at this time of the year trying to, reintegrate a player like that. But I know that a player of her caliber is able to do that. And, you manage minutes a bit. But I wonder how much of a role she'll play tonight in such an important match.
Well, we thought that Tuesday night, and she didn't look like she missed a beat. Now it might be interesting, 1 day's rest. You haven't played game speed like this, so we'll see how that plays out. Catholic keeper well off her line. She plays the ball, and this is Mary Martin Hampton. She's got Scanlon in the middle. She chooses to cross wide. Good defending there, deflected. I think the keeper will collect.
Yeah, easy ball for the keeper to come in off the deflection, which kind of killed any momentum and pace on the ball. But you have to be impressed by the Lexington Catholic front three of just how calm they are around the box. They don't get frantic. They pick their head up. They know what they're looking for. That's a well-coached front three there by Quigley.
Stevenson and Brett's working a little combination there. Stevenson plays it back. I think this is Truitt, out wide to Bryant. She's looking down that line. That's Rowe. And Hall will come over for a clearance. McLaughlin is on that right mid. I was trying to figure out that number 18. She's playing that right mid spot. Out of play for a Catholic throw-in. Good turn there from Rowe, trying to get across. Well played there by Alexandria Meade. And she'll look to distribute.
And, if you're Lafayette in this situation, you're 14 minutes in, essentially. You're 0-0 with Catholic attacking. You're not too upset. But I think you've got to be asking, where can we find that outlet to get something going in the attack? And I might have spoken too soon.
This is Dahlhair.
Here they get that opportunity.
This is Tippy out in the wing. She cuts it to the right. Doesn't quite get what she would like to on that shot, but just as you spoke, they found a little space in behind.
And sometimes it's just that little bit of confidence as you're getting into, getting a few opportunities here and there to start to build.
Really nice little first touch there from Scanlon trying to play Rowe in, but Catholic receives. Dahlhair playing out here to Abraham. Good battle with Banahan.
Little pinball action there.
This is Hampton just trying to play in Rowe. Scanlon finds it again. This is Stevenson to Bretts. Back to Stevenson. And a shot there on goal. Just wide. But you saw that was 3-4 pass combination there from Catholic. So
yeah, some really good connection from him in the midfield, something we haven't seen yet. Finding Scanlon there at the top of the box. And you kind of have to wonder when looking at that, was that an intended shot or an intended little angled ball in for number 13, Mary Martin Hampton, to run onto?
I think we just got a glimpse of number 15, Farrah Weldon, jumping in for Lexington Catholic. I think she's going to slot in where McLaughlin was, out on that far side from our point of view. Gamble dropping it to Dahlhair, and she tries to return, but well defended there by Truitt. It's a couple times now Scanlon's been able to find a little pocket of space. Her first touch lets her down there, and Dahlhair is looking for Tippy. Well defended there by Bryant for a clearance.
I think they've got the right idea there, Bo, in that their attackers, their strikers are popping a little wider and looking to cut in behind. And by popping wide, they're pulling that defender just a little bit further out, which gives a better passing channel for them to go into. And back to your point about Scanlon finding that ball there, she's found that ball in that pocket of space a few times because their back line isn't pushing up quite as high, and so there's that nice gap. Those lines are a little disconnected now, and I wonder if that's something we'll see repaired or fixed that second half.
In that break, we had a substitution. Marianne Gebb joined the game for the Panthers. She got a first touch there for just a second, number 25. She's slotted there right in the middle of the midfield. This is Cotton Gim. A little combination there with Dahlhair. Scanlon, man, she's deceptively just fast. She's got those long legs and covers space.
Yeah, and players who like to defend and get to the ball, long legs are a brilliant thing to work towards their favor, especially as a not of that tall of a guy myself. I played center mid, and if you had another center mid with those long legs, 3 of your steps was one of theirs, and it's tough to cover that ground.
That was Abby Peck with the free kick. I'm sure her father, Jared Peck's pulling double duty tonight. He's a dad, fan, but he's also probably mad tweeting at the moment, too.
Oh, yes, you know it. And as soon as this is over, he'll be in the car heading over to cover that boys 11th region finals, Henry Clay and
Dunbar. They're at 7, right?
Yeah, they're at 7. So
I kind of wish they could do them 6 and 8 or something like that, so you could see them both, but
there's a few other changes, I think, to the regional setup that we could, look at doing in the future. I think KHAA for regions like this, maybe the second round or the semifinals are at 2 separate locations and then come together for one.
For a final. That would be kind of neat.
Wouldn't that be great to
It'd be a really good
turn around
showcase.
and watch the next one,
Yeah, I agree.
especially in this region that's so talented year in, year out. That's, a team from Region 11 is always challenging for the state title and making a good run. So it'd be great to have that opportunity.
This is Gamble. This is Simpson playing through. This is Dahlhair. She beats the keeper, and she puts it in the back of the net.
Dahlhair cool, calm, and collected on that touch around.
We'll see it. Gamble with a little playoff to Simpson. Simpson takes a prep touch. Dahlhair composed, gets it to the left, beats the keeper, and the Generals 1-0 early lead here, not quite halfway through.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, with all the defending they've been doing, they couldn't ask for a better little goal midway through the first half to build confidence and really kind of, I think, start to hopefully maybe impose some things on the Lady Knights.
It reminds me of the other night. They turned it on. Bang, bang, bang. 3-4 pass combination. A lot of nice movement off the ball. And then the class and the finish just to have the composure to take a touch around the goalie and then calmly put it in the back of the net. So,
and Dahlhair's only a freshman, Bo.
And Simpson, who played her the ball, as a freshman.
Wow, I mean, and just the composure around the box, the vision there for that entry pass, well beyond their years. We've got some few connection passes from Lafayette in the midfield to try to build out. Catholic wins that ball back and is right back onto the attack.
I expect Catholic's intensity level to rise. They want to respond.
What do we coaches always say? 2 to 4 minutes after that goal, we want to respond.
Absolutely. And how often in soccer do you see that? Team scores, they kind of relax for that split second. Well, next thing you know.
I mean, Bo, you were here for my district final. That's what happened to us. So it can happen in a flash, and Catholic, especially with this free kick, can be very dangerous around the goal.
Free kick here for the Lady Knights. I think this is Brett standing over her. She lofts the ball into the mix. That was Mary Martin Hampton.
Oof.
And she had a little bit of time there. I think she would like that touch back. Here's a replay. Look at the replay. Really nice ball played in by Bretts.
Beautiful ball. Great weight on that. Looks like we had a header from 25.
Yeah, that is Sophie Skinner.
Yeah, and then great positioning by the keeper. And
good save. Yeah, I didn't see that live, but you're right. Good save. And then Mary Martin Hampton just wide on that second rebound. But there's an initial response. We'll see if they can continue to apply pressure. This is Gamble being defended by Stevenson. I apologize. That was Banahan.
A great decision by Lafayette to slow it down a little bit and wait for some help.
This is Abraham. She's got Simpson. She's trying to get around the corner there. Good defending by Truitt. Well done there from the Lady Knights. But only as far as Cotton Gim. She finds Hall, who finds her right back. She's got her head up. She's trying to find Dahlhair there, but good step by Bretts. This is Gebb. Well defended there by Skinner, who plays Hampton out wide.
And, Bo, you kind of feel the intensity pick up a little bit out there.
This is a great ball in. Scanlon with the touch, and Scanlon with the finish. And the response did not take long.
No, that 2 to 4 minutes applied there, didn't it, Bo?
What a ball through by Mary Martin Hampton. She found Scanlon. She takes a touch to set the right up and slots it just inside that outside post, and we are tied. 1-1.
Two players, similar situations with composure like that, not getting frantic. And we see the Lexington Catholic players, trying to get the rest of the team moving, getting them hyped, saying, let's go, let's keep it going. So now we're back at 1-1, and what's the response now from either side to take the lead here?
So based on my limited math ability, I think that was about 2 minutes on the clock, maybe 2.5 minutes of time. But as you mentioned, the Knights respond back, and this was Dahlhair looking to play Gamble in through. Brett's now playing it over the top, and you can see Hampton's ability. She has got some speed out wide, but
She's got that pace to get there almost. But it rolls out. That, we talked about Tuesday with Lanny. That turf gives that extra little pace on the ball. So it makes it a little more challenging to get there.
Just got a message from Coach BJ. He said he's watching in Salt Lake. BJ, it was our pleasure to have you on. Hope you have a good weekend. Last weekend he was in Minneapolis, so I'm betting the weather is a little bit nicer.
Right.
I think he said it was like 10 degrees or 12 degrees there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll quite need his parka there where he's heading right now.
This is Hampton on the ball. She finds Rowe. Trying to get it out to Scanlon, but cleared by Lafayette to Dahlhair. She's trying to turn, and that's the second time Skinner has come over and done a really nice job of not letting that ball out of that final third.
Well, you know that the Lexington Catholic coaching staff made sure that their team was ready for Dahlhair and the threat that she can pose with that ball on her foot and finding her teammates. And so every time she's touched the ball, especially in this middle third of the field, they are on her.
This is Stevenson standing over the ball for this free kick for the Lady Knights.
Bo, this is a tough angle for a lot of free kicks.
And I was surprised the other night how far back Lafayette's line is. I feel like they're right on top of their keeper. They could create a bit of a space in behind by raising that line, but that was a really nice step from Abraham. She earns a free kick from a high kick. Dangerous play there. Did you see a lot of teams hold that line kind of on the 18 or the PK spot?
Yeah, we try to give our keeper room, and it's that gray area. If a team draws back further, then there's no way to run in on them. But at the same time, you're crowding your own area there, which makes it a little more challenging. So, and in this case, it might be one of those where the Lafayette coaching staff is thinking, we want to give our keeper, we want to help out our keeper, almost building a wall in front of the goal there.
Yeah. I just always worry about the ball bouncing around and you can't clear it, or you clear it off your own defender. We got a throw in here. This is Abraham. She finds Gamble, who finds Cottingham. To Hall. Back to Cottingham. She was trying, I think, to get it out wide there to Confides. Well done there from Abraham to track back, but Abby Rowe ends up with a loose ball.
And with Catholic, you see a lot of those early crosses, early switches, trying to get players in behind, and the space is there, but Lafayette's doing a good job recovering on those runs. There's another great good idea.
That was looking for Hampton, but she decided to check up on that one. I think she knew the turf was going to win that battle.
Yeah, reserve that energy for the next one.
Looks like we got a substitution, one on each side. Hopefully get those numbers there. Number 7 for Catholic is Archer. Looks like she's going to slot into that center back spot.
It looks like that might be number 11.
I'm sorry. She's up top, not the center back.
That might be number 17 for Lafayette. Garcia Martinez up top now.
Yeah, Gracia gave them some really good minutes Saturday and then again on Tuesday. She's very active in the midfield. This is Abraham going at
gets around the corner, but runs into that second one.
That's the second or third time she's stepped over and really done a nice job defending. And Hampton tried the dummy, but well played there by Schwader. This is Gamble. She's got Abraham out wide. Well defended and cleared by Lafayette. Abby Peck with a little touch there to Cottingham. Dahlhair got her head up, looking to play in Martinez, but well played by the goalkeeper, quick off her line. So we're just under 14 on the clock. Our clock is a little bit fast. A little bit slow, apologize. Sorry, there's 13 and a half on the clock. We'll get that fixed. Scanlon looking, I think she was looking for that far post and just got a little too much swing on it.
Yeah, I think she was hoping that her teammate there, Mary Hampton, would be making that run in for her, and just got around it a bit too much. But the right idea there around the 18 and looking for that quick switch of play. We have a little ball's knocked around a little bit. Great shielding there by number 13, Mary Martin Hampton, but nowhere to really go to. Ball popped out wide to Emily Scanlon. See if she can't create something, and it looks like she created a corner. Nope, it looks like they're going to call it a goal kick, actually. The center ref overruled his AR. He had the better view on that, so good job by him. We have a couple of substitutions coming in for both sides. It looks like for Lexington Catholic, Olivia Bretz is back on. And unfortunately, I missed the Lafayette player.
Is that Moore coming back to take the goal kick? Kayla Moore?
I think you're right. I think that's Kayla Moore going to hit this.
They have four kind of outside. They have four backs that kind of rotate. Abby Peck's the fourth one. She and Moore and Schwader combined with Sarah Hall. And have done a very nice job in the two games that we've watched. And
truth be told, they've done well tonight with the pressure and keeping most things in front. I know Catholic got the goal off something that they clearly are trying to do, but for the most part, they've really kept them at half chances at best.
This is Schaff with the throw-in. Looking for Scanlon. Well defended there by Moore. Good step there by Abraham. Looking for Gamble, but a nice step from Banahan, and she finds Scanlon wide.
And I'll tell you, if that Lafayette defender doesn't get that little head to it, that's falling right to a Catholic player and probably in the back of the net.
They had two in the box for sure.
Yeah, almost every time Catholic gets that ball out wide, they've got runners going in, and they're dangerous on that. So Lafayette doing a good job keeping that out.
Well, you can see on screen there the amount of space there that Scanlon has. So that quick switch is there. We didn't see teams play that against Lafayette on Saturday or Tuesday, but this Catholic team has the ability through Stevenson or Bretz to play that long ball over the top.
Yeah, and that's going to break open either Scanlon or the other side, which has been Mary Martin Hampton. It looks like we have number 9 Rowe coming back in to take Scanlon's place out wide.
Yeah, so she'll slot out wide there. Both of these teams have a lot of moving parts. So you'll see them move left, you'll see them move centrally. Sometimes they'll move into the midfield, whether it be Abraham or Gamble or Simpson on the general side. But with Scanlon, Rowe, Bretz, they have a lot of moving parts on the Catholic side as well.
It's handy when you've got a deep bench like that can just kind of rotate through. It keeps fresh legs out there, and with unlimited substitutions that are allowed in high school soccer, why not use them?
This is Rowe winning the ball there. Cleared out by Moore. There's Schaff with the throw in. Good ball into space there. That's Bryant from the outside back position with a nice strike from distance.
And I talked about that earlier. Watch her get up into this attack. Great vision to see her. And then getting up into the attack, they're not scared to dedicate those players forward, and that was really a quality shot from distance.
It was. It was on frame, I believe. Forced to save. Nice save there from Meade.
And isn't that what we tell players? Look, if you're going to take that shot, just put it on frame. Let the keeper make the save.
Clear there by Lafayette. Banahan tried to keep it in play. This is Martinez giving chase, but Bryan thought she was going to win there, but she gives up possession to Dahlhair. And Lafayette trying to string a few passes. I think they need to settle down a little bit. They're trying to go forward very quickly.
Well, we're seeing a lot of what we saw in the first few minutes where Catholic is just pounding the ball in and Lafayette not really finding those outlet passes to build in the attack.
That clearance goes wide for a corner kick, and Nick, you saw a couple of these Tuesday. This is a definite opportunity for Lexington Catholic.
No, I think Catholic got 2 or 3 off of them on Tuesday, and really the biggest thing is how well they place that ball on their players' heads to finish.
So Bretts will step over to take the free kick. Guess who just checked in the game, Coach Maxwell?
I'm going to guess Emily Scanlon for this corner.
She is right in front of the goalkeeper. Good ball in. Over the top of the keeper.
They had a couple of players crashing that, just a little too high for them.
Catholic keeps it in. That's a nice strike from Stevenson, but well played by Meade. We'll see a replay of this shot. That was well done by Mary Martin Hampton. She looked back, found Stevenson in space. Good prep touch. Just didn't start it quite far enough wide there.
A lot of credit to Coach Quigley and the Lexington Catholic staff in giving their players the green light to shoot from distance and really giving them the confidence to do that. You don't see that from a lot of teams anymore. A lot of teams like to try to ping it into the box and finish easy, but this team is not scared at all to shoot.
This is Bretts, pressured by Dahlhair. Hall just clears. This is Simpson, and she has Gamble. That's Martinez, I apologize. She was onside. She went wide, but the cross trickles out for a goal kick.
But, we haven't – the few times Lafayette has been in there, you can see what they're trying to do and get that ball wide and hit those crosses or back angles because very similar to what Catholic does, just a little deeper.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lafayette's been a little bit more direct than I feel like they were on Tuesday night.
Well, and part of that, I think,
that may just be the moment.
I think it might be the moment, but I think it's the pressure. But here we've got
this is Rose. She's in. She plays the ball to Mary Martin Hampton, and she puts it in the back of the net. I don't know if we'll be able to see this on the replay, but feet got tangled. General player fell down. Rowe makes the unselfish cross to Mary Martin Hampton, and that was an easy finish in front of goal. And Catholic has answered.
Such an easy finish for Mary Hampton there, Mary Martin Hampton, and that ball came across, easy tap in. But how about
I think Coach Roden's a little frustrated. The players definitely, I think it was Schwader, definitely got tangled up with Rowe there. She went down, no call.
And unfortunately sometimes that happens, and the referee has to make the decision whether it was a foul or unintentional. And clearly the referee made the decision that it was unintentional there, right or wrong. But how about Rowe there, the unselfish play and finding that ball just straight across, just like they like to do.
It was definitely unselfish. A lot of kids would try to take that hard angled shot.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. Now we're back to, Catholic had the lead. Now Lafayette does. How does Lafayette respond here to a Catholic defense that's really done well besides the little through ball?
And now Lafayette needs to try to close this half with a renewed level of focus here. And if they could somehow fight back and get this game tire, that would be huge. But they definitely don't want to give up a third with just under 5 minutes remaining in the half.
No, that third would really be difficult to come back at halftime, even with the break and being refreshed. It's a mental thing at that point. And I think if the scoreline can stay the same, Lafayette feels good and can kind of continue to try what they're doing. But
they've created some chances, maybe not as many, but they've created chances, so they definitely have to have some confidence.
Yeah, that goal. You saw it after the goal. That confidence really built, and then as the half has progressed, Catholic has kind of started to dictate the pace and the tempo of the game, much like what we saw with Great Crossing and Catholic the other night.
That was Bretts out wide here. Can't see a number there. That was Stevenson. She finds Rowe and cleared, but only as far as Bretts. And Mary Martin Hampton picks it up. She's trying to get around the corner. That's Schwader. She does get around the corner. Good cross looking for Rowe. Just a little bit behind Abby, and she had to check up and couldn't get that power. And we'll see it here on the replay. Well done there from Mary Martin Hampton, but just behind, and Rowe couldn't quite get enough power to redirect that cross.
And that pace for Mary Martin Hampton has been a problem all night for that side as she's broken free. I wonder there if she couldn't have taken one more touch to goal and then had a better angle to lay that ball off.
Catholic called for a foul there, so Lafayette taking a quick kick. This was Tippy. She's trying to play it into Martinez. Cottingham finds Dahlhair.
There's that ball into
this
the
is
outside.
to Tippy. She's got Simpson at the top of the box. Went square instead. And Martin trying to spin and go, but well defended there from Schwader. This is Simpson trying to find Abraham. She's got a little space, but well defended. That's Truitt again.
Wow. She has been unstoppable back there in the correct position so many times, willing to come wide after her outsides have been beaten, and really putting in a shift back there.
Rowe chasing it down here in the corner. She's got Schaff for drop, but she chooses to try to do a pullback there and loses possession. Good step by Banahan, keeping it in for Catholic, and Schaff just plays it into the mix. Cleared out by Lafayette. That touch got away there from Stevenson, and so it'll be a throw in, and you can see we've got a substitution. I think that's Abby Peck.
But again, we see that ball going wide immediately from Catholic to set up those 1v1s, and I wonder in the second half how Lafayette will respond to that, where they are clearly getting a lot of room and space.
Ball just over in this. But that's the difference I see right now. Lafayette's just trying to clear their lines. They're not really trying to connect passes, and so they're not able to relieve this pressure. If they win a ball, instead of trying to connect a pass, it's just over the top.
Yeah, they're looking to go deep every time to try to, and looking for that to relieve it. But the reality is Lexington Catholic is winning most of those balls and just cramming it right back into their attacking third. However, but I will say, when Lafayette has connected passes in the midfield, they've really been able to build something for an attack.
And I'm sure that part of that is due to the pressure of Catholic. You know, they're applying pressure. They have a lot of speed in all those areas. Right here, Mary Martin Hampton gets around the edge again. Rowe with a chance on the volley, doesn't quite connect. And can Simpson hold it up here and find a teammate?
You know, Lafayette, while doing well defensively and much better than the Warhawks did the other night, they're running into the same concept of playing into the 9 or playing into one of their attackers, and the attacker trying to turn every time instead of holding that ball up and waiting for help. Oh, my goodness.
That was super close. We've got 15 seconds on the clock. We'll get another look at it. This was Brett's from distance.
Wow.
And just over the top by me. Nice little touch there to keep it. Brett's trying to hurry. We've got 2 seconds, 1 second.
And that's it.
And in KHSAA, it has to go over before the horn.
Yes, it does, Bo. Yes, it does.
And so that brings us to halftime here at Great Crossing High School. Great first half. Lafayette came out early with a 1-0 lead, but answered back by Catholic twice. And so we go to the break. 2-1 Lexington Catholic. Folks, we'll take a quick break. We thank you for joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
So when you think about a banking relationship, you want someone who's going to be there with you in good times and particularly in bad times. And when we think about traditional bank, that's the kind of partnership and family member we're looking for. They have the same values we have. They care for their people.
Play like the pros and train at the ultimate soccer training facility, Goal Station Footbox. Featuring a patented state-of-the-art arena and performance center designed to improve all players, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Our certified coaches and cutting-edge technology will track your progress and help you achieve your full potential. Visit goalstationfootbox.com/Lexington to view a variety of training options. Your first class is free. Make goals, break goals at Goal Station Footbox.
So when you think about a banking relationship, you want someone who's going to be there with you in good times and particularly in bad times. And when we think about traditional bank, that's the kind of partnership and family member we're looking for. They have the same values we have, they care for their people, and they want you to do well. My name is Heedley Bell, and I am the managing partner of Mill Ridge Farm.
Is community focused. We're here to stimulate the economy locally and keep our hospitality industry running. When we made the switch to traditional bank, it was so easy. We're treated like we are the biggest client that traditional has. They're our neighbors, they're in our community, they're with us side by side. I'm Patricia Knight, Vice President of Finance and Operations with Visit Lex, and we're a community partner of Traditional Bank.
Play like the pros and train at the ultimate soccer training facility, Goal Station Footbox. Featuring a patented state-of-the-art arena and performance center designed to improve all players, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Our certified coaches and cutting-edge technology will track your progress and help you achieve your full potential. Visit goalstationfootbox.com/Lexington to view a variety of training options. Your first class is free. Make goals, break goals at Goal Station Footbox.
Welcome back, folks, to the Bluegrass Sports Network. I'm Bo Craycraft, joined tonight by Coach Nick Maxwell. Coach Maxwell, boys coach over at Great Crossing, and that's where we find ourselves tonight for this Region 11 final. You can see coaches are, that is actually Coach Garcia, Javier Garcia. I'm not good with names. But he is one of the assistant coaches, but he's given some instruction there to the Lady Knights. They find themselves up 2-1, but found themselves down 1-0 to start, didn't they?
Yeah, Lexington Catholic dictated the pace early on. The first little bit was frantic, and then Catholic kind of settled into what they like to do. And but the Lady Generals were able to get that early lead on them about 19 minutes in off some beautiful combination play and a beautiful finish by number 7, Brooke Dahlhair, who really found herself 1v1 with the keeper and able to cut across and an easy finish for her. But Catholic didn't take long to respond.
They did not. They responded through none other than Emily Scanlon about 2 minutes later, 2.5 minutes later on the clock. The pressure really picked up, and they were able to put one in the back of the net and tie it. And then about 10 minutes later, they got a goal through Mary Martin Hampton off an assist from Abby Rowe. You and I were talking off air. There was a little bit of contact in the build-up. No foul was called, but it really gave Abby Rowe some space. She was able to get to the byline. Unselfishly, she picked her head up, played a square ball across to an unmarked Mary Martin Hampton, and so Catholic finds themselves up 2-1. Catholic's probably created a few more chances, but as you mentioned on air, when Lafayette has been able to connect 2 or 3 or 4 passes, they've been able to break some lines and create chances themselves.
Yeah, I think what Lafayette is struggling with is that pressure like we spoke about in the first half. Great Crossing had similar difficulty with the Catholic pressure and tried to do the whole win the ball and just clear it out to their striker, and Lafayette has tried this, and it really has been very beneficial for them. They haven't received many opportunities. When they have gotten the best opportunities is when they've won the ball, found a midfielder, connected a couple of things, and really worked the outside, inside-out type activity.
We're looking at Coach Roden there giving some instructions. Nick, if you're down 2-1, you've played a team that's beat you twice this year, 3-0 in the regular season, 2-0 in the district final. You're down 2-1. What is she saying to these young ladies right now?
I think one thing she's doing is continuing to give them confidence right now and telling them, look, the first time we played them it was 3-0. The second time it's 2-0. Now it's 2-1. You're closing the gap on them, and we can easily close this in the second half. The other thing I think they're talking about and discussing as well is defensively how to make sure that Catholic doesn't continue to get in behind on those change of attack type passes, those angled passes. And then in the attack, I hope they're telling them to just calm down, find feet, and connect, and then they can play it out, because Lafayette is playing a 3-5-2, so they outnumber the Lady Knights in the midfield. It's all about that movement and finding space.
I think you're right, and I think the other coach, for folks that maybe aren't joining us, aren't Lafayette, or aren't connected to Lexington soccer, this is a husband and wife team with Coach Roden and Mrs. Roden and Mr. Roden.
Right.
So it looked like he was talking a little bit about getting behind the ball, trying to make sure you know where that outside winger is, because they've gotten hurt a couple of times where Scanlon's been coming in on that blind side.
The other player that's really hurt them on the attack is Mary Martin Hampton, just really lighting it up in that 11 role on the outside, number 13 for Catholic. And if I'm in this situation, you might do you look to change something here? Do you look maybe to go to a 4-4-2 where it's not 1v1 situations out wide, but instead now it's a 1v2 and you have a better opportunity?
Yeah.
I know that's something Lafayette hasn't done much this year, but it's something that would cross my mind.
You see Coach Quigley now taking his turn. It was Coach Javier Garcia Reina, and the reason I wanted to mention him is, like Coach Quigley, he's been in the game not forever, because I don't want to age him, but he started the Takes Creek Girls program.
Oh, my goodness.
So
wow.
he dates back into the 80s.
Wow.
And so they've got a ton of experience there. But we've got just over 2 minutes left on the clock, so we're going to take our last break. When we return, the girls should be heading back out, and we'll have our final 40 to see who takes home this Region 11 girls soccer crown.
Should be exciting, Bo.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
So when you think about a banking relationship, you want someone who's going to be there with you in good times and particularly in bad times. And when we think about traditional bank, that's the kind of partnership and family member we're looking for. They have the same values we have, they care for their people, and they want you to do well. My name is Heedley Bell, and I am the managing partner of Mill Ridge Farm.
Play like the pros and train at the ultimate soccer training facility, Goal Station Footbox. Featuring a patented state-of-the-art arena and performance center designed to improve all players, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Our certified coaches and cutting-edge technology will track your progress and help you achieve your full potential. Visit goalstationfootbox.com/Lexington to view a variety of training options. Your first class is free. Make goals, break goals at Goal Station Footbox.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and Traditional Bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
All right, folks, we're back. Referees are clearing the field. Both teams are returning to their benches, and we are just moments away from getting this second half started. While we're waiting for the teams to join, I just wanted to point you to our website. If you're new to the Kentucky or to the Bluegrass Sports Network, you can find us on kybsn.com. Any of our recent games are online. We also have links to all of our previous events. We've covered quite a few games in and around Frankfort, Lawrenceburg, Lexington, Georgetown area. You can also find us on Facebook. We've been trying to share Bluegrass Energy power plays of the game. Shared a couple from our semifinal games yesterday, and I shared 2 amazing double saves today, one from Great Crossing Shelby Smith, and then in the nightcap we had Zoe Tinch made an amazing double save that included a kick save at the very end. So you can find those on Facebook. You can also find them on our YouTube page. We're thankful to have you guys tonight. We're thankful to be able to cover sports, given the global pandemic that we find ourselves in. Wasn't sure we were going to get to do this.
I think we were all nervous as KHSA kind of kept pushing things back. We're excited for the opportunity. I know my boys were excited for the opportunity to play, as were the girls' teams and every athlete in the state, let's be honest. But I'm excited to be here tonight with you, Bo, and I appreciate the opportunity to really watch a really good game so far.
It's been a great game, and Abbey Rowe got us started. Catholics in possession. We have at least 40 minutes. If we're tied, we'll go to extra time. But Mary Martin Hampton finds some space. Early shot collected by Meade.
And she has been a handful tonight for that Lafayette defense, just breaking with pace.
You can see it's just the header just a little got away from Hall, just gave Hampton a sliver of space, and she doesn't need much.
And Mary Martin Hampton, only a sophomore, something we haven't mentioned tonight. So we'll see her for the next couple of years.
And Scanlon, I think, is a junior.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, so really, when you look over this Lexington Catholic roster.
So both of these teams are young. They've got a group. They've got several seniors that are anchors, but a lot of youth.
This will be a fun matchup for the next couple of years for sure. And Mary Martin Hampton's tried that dummy a couple of times tonight. Really hasn't gotten it off until then, and then rolling out bounds. Unfortunately for her, but she is a danger on this outside.
Schwader's done a good job over here. She finds Hall, back to Schwader. She's trying to connect. This is Abraham to Dahlhair. Drops to Confides.
Into Scanlon now on the outside.
That's a really good step there from Hall to Dahlhair. She's got a teammate out wide, but Scanlon picks it up, takes a shot from distance. And I'm not sure if the linesman is saying no goal.
Oh, that's a tough one there, Bo, because he was watching that offsides. And that.
Let's see if we can tell on the replay. I mean, we don't have the angle.
Ooh.
It is very tight. I'd say if you're the coach of the team in blue, you're arguing for a goal.
I'm asking some questions there,
Bo. If you're the team in white, you're saying it was nowhere close.
Right. No, I'm definitely asking some questions there if I'm Coach Quigley over there. And, that's a tough ask for the AR on that type of ball. But he did, he got there as quick as he could.
It is a tough ask. I've run an AR, and that shot was taken outside the 18.
Yeah.
You're with the last defender. There's no way to run as fast as that ball's moving.
And credit to the keeper there for Lafayette, who just kept playing.
Yep.
Sometimes that's half of it is the acting.
Well,
but we're back to live play here.
She is, she's not super tall, and so those high balls have caused some issues. But she was able to tip that first one over during the first half. That one she was trying to tip over. And nonetheless, we're 2-1 here. Ball's out off Hampton, and so we'll get a Lafayette throw in.
A rare missed touch by Hampton there.
This is Rowe picking it up in midfield, finding Hampton. She had a teammate out wide there, but went a little more direct, and it leads to a turnover. Dahlhair will just play it back to Schwader.
And just look at how quick Mary Martin Hampton closes there on that last defensive stand.
Good press there. Good shot just over the top. Well, you can see their press here, too. They've got 7 players in this final third stepping forward. Got her head up, took an early shot, and not far. Not far at all.
No, and that's what Catholic is so good at, is cutting off those options and really forcing teams into decisions that they wouldn't normally make.
And it's one of the advantages of that 4-3 or 3-4-3 is that you can get 7 players forward. very quickly. And Lafayette's only got a 3-back system, so you can almost man mark and put them under pressure individually.
Immediately. And I think that's something that Catholic was aware of, and it looks like that it was part of their game plan, is they're really forcing in and forcing decisions with that pressure. We've got a throw in for Catholic, number 18. Ashley McLaughlin is taking that one into row. Every chance that they get, they're looking out for that for Mary Martin Hampton, number 13, who is looking for pace. And looks like we have a player down right now on the sideline.
Tippy down injured here on this near side. See her keeper over there to check in on her, and looks like we got a little break in action here. So let's take a real quick break while the trainer takes care of it. We'll be right back here on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Good news, she's up. You can see number 16, Campbell Tippy, walking off. She's walking gingerly, but at least walking, so hopefully she can re-enter here in a moment. Looks like we're going to have is this a free kick for Lexington Catholic?
That's what it's looking like it's setting up, but I would think it'd be a drop ball here for the restart.
Maybe he's going to pick it up and restart it with a drop ball.
Maybe mark
They had
spot.
possession, right?
Yeah, they had possession, so that should be restarted with a drop ball to Lexington Catholic.
And that's a new
with
rule
that new
this
rule
year
change.
with KHSAA that they've tried to take away these contested drop balls.
Yeah, that's what he's doing right here is that nice little drop ball, and the opposing players stepping back because they get to take this freely, and we're back in live action.
We are back. Ball cleared out for a throw-in.
Almost got some fans involved there on that clearance.
Stevenson with the throw-in, and it looks like she's going to get to try again. We want to highlight that you can't quite see him anymore down there in that bottom of your screen. Mr. Jason Gilbert, he's part of our BSN team. He's taking some still photos. He usually is the man behind the camera, video camera. Tonight he's behind a still camera, and we're going to try to share some of those with these young ladies. His son, Carter Gilbert, is on one of the cameras. We got Katie Atkins, student at Eastern Kentucky. And we got Mr. Lanny Brannick on the producer side today, joining Nick and I. So we're thankful to have you guys join us on the Bluegrass Sports Network. Got a good game.
Yeah, we've got a foul here against Lexington Catholic, so Lafayette has the free kick. Bo, you coached, I know. Did you ever do a lot of work with throw-ins with your teams?
I really haven't. Now, I've coached a lot of youth teams, and so, there's a lot of things like how to trap a soccer ball that become first. But
yeah, that definitely takes priority.
But at the professional level, Liverpool hired a throw-in coach.
Yes,
and they took a lot of heat about that. But since then, they've created a lot of chances, not just on throw-ins, but also like restarts.
What happens after those throw-ins?
Whether it be a corner kick or a –
we'll get back to that in just a second.
This is Dahlhair. She's trying to set that left up. Good defending and cleared out there by Lexington Catholic.
Oh, looks like we have a handball call, Bo.
And this is going to be in a spot that might be within distance.
If you think back to the Great Crossing match, that's how they got there. One goal was from a distance free kick. Keeper struggled with it a bit in the movement, and Great Crossing got their one goal from that. So very dangerous for the Lafayette Generals.
This is Jamie Cottongim standing over the free kick. And you can see the Lexington Catholic decision they do have a little bit higher line than what we saw early in the first half. On target, but right at the keeper, and we'll see a replay here. She got it up and over the wall, which is the first part of these free kicks, but could not find the side.
It looked like she was almost trying to get some bend on that, just couldn't get the movement from the ball. But Lafayette
trying to connect passes here
and calm me down a bit, which I think, again, is going to be their biggest challenge, is not playing balls like that.
That was a dangerous little situation. It still leads to a turnover. This is Abby Rowe trying to make her way in, and that's a good step by Hall. I think she was in an offside position, so she just doesn't play that, and so they go out for a goal kick.
Her. Either way, they're getting a free kick in that zone.
Dahlhair, she's always under pressure.
Always. But, a player for caliber, again, that's on the scouting report for that team, and they're aware of her.
That's Abraham coming back to win. She finds Dahlhair. She's playing it. This is
that's
Gamble.
A perfectly weighted ball by Dahlhair there.
Gamble's trying to get around the corner, and that's the first mention of Gamble this half, and that tells you how well Catholic is playing.
Yeah, that defense is on lockdown right now and not allowing many touches in that attacking third.
This is Abraham. She's done that's twice now. She's come tracking back from that midfield position. This is when Lafayette starts purring, when they can start hitting these 1-2 pass combinations. This is Dahlhair, three surrounding her.
Around her. Now 2, but still drawing a lot of defenders to her, which means somebody's open, but it's tough to find players when you're covered by that many.
Cleared out there by Lexington Catholic. Hall with the header. This is Mary Martin Hampton putting pressure on Schrader, but she does a nice job. Finds Cottengim.
Again, just connecting some passes here, finding a little space there, but
and it looks like I just noticed Lily Simpson has checked in as well. This is Mary Martin. She's got Rowe ahead of her.
You saw the point.
I think that was to Scanlon, but not quite wide enough.
And you saw Mary Martin pick that head up, point to where she wanted her, and Scanlon knew it was time to go, and just a little bit of a miss hit there.
Sometimes I know you had a tremendous young couple brothers, Welch brothers, who are tremendous players, and Catholic has Scanlon, Mary Martin Hampton. Did you ever find that your teammates, they were looking for them too much instead of trying to play through maybe another teammate? Because it feels like sometimes Catholic could play a little bit, come to this near side instead they're looking for Scanlon with every one of those long balls.
Well, I know early on especially it was a challenge because you have 2 players coming in from, FC Cincy who are high quality and high caliber players. And I know in our first match against Tate's Creek, they'd get the ball and it was, hey, let's watch them work. And it took a bit to really come together, and we really hit our stride in a match right before our week where we played all the district teams and then turned around and played district tournament, which was good to see.
You can see for Catholic, number 25, jumping into action, that's Sophie Skinner. Number 15 as well, Hannah Inslee. Skinner had several good tackles and wins in the midfield in the first half. She gave them great minutes, had good energy. This is Dahlhair trying to free Abraham in behind, but well defended. Dahlhair and Mary Martin Hampton going at it.
And if you look at Lafayette, it looks like while they're playing, still have those 2 players up top. It's almost like they're asking them to stay a little bit higher than what they were doing in the first half.
Good turn here from Stevenson. She still has it.
Kind of dancing on the ball there.
Finds Banahan. She was looking middle there and coming right back towards Mary Martin Hampton. Only as far as our new substitute, that's Inslee. Good tackle there from Abraham. Dahlhair trying to release a teammate out wide there, but again, good step from Catholic defending back three there.
Yeah, Scanlon over there trying to do work. Defender's not giving her a moment or space and able to really cause a mishit there. You
can tell the intensity level has definitely picked up.
Yeah, intensity's picked up. I think Lafayette is feeling that clock a little bit, even though there's still plenty of time on the clock. They know it's ticking down, and they really need that goal to get this tied up.
Catholic looking out wide here. Mary Martin Hampton has the ball, tries to turn, beats the first defender. Looking for Stevenson, but again, Sarah Hall just cleaning up little messes. This is Abraham. She's going for Simpson. If she can turn, she's got to go out wide. She finds her.
That's a ton of space. That if Lafayette can exploit that.
Burn out wide.
Lafayette can exploit that space, but they've got to find a way to get it there a little bit quicker than what they did.
Yeah, it just took a little too long to develop, and then the ball, she didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, just a little short there. I think if she could have led her just a yard, then it's a little different situation.
Looks like Abby Peck and Gracia Martinez are jumping in for the Generals. Just under 26 minutes remaining here. We remain 2-1. That was our halftime score. Catholic connecting a few passes.
Nice little 1-2 down the line.
Yeah, that's on that far side. I can't quite tell who that was, but I think she's going to earn a corner kick. So I expect Bretts to jog over. Expect Scanlon to post up right about that 6-yard box. That's a good look there at Olivia Bretts, sophomore for the Lady Knights. She had, I think, at least 3 assists the other night. She leads the team in assists. But that is cleared by the
Lafayette
Generals.
a little slow to get out of their box, and it's allowed Catholic to get that ball in deep again.
Gamble giving chase up top, but this is Scanlon trying to turn. Abby Peck defending. She's around the corner, only as far as Sarah Hall. She'll just clear it out for a throw-in. Yeah, on Tuesday night, Henry Clay had a hard time getting out of the final third. Lafayette felt like they just had them under constant pressure. Lafayette's getting a little bit of taste of their own medicine tonight.
Yeah, and there for a bit, for a good 4 or 5 minutes, they were connecting passes, and now they're struggling to find that outlet. Again, I think that midfield movement is going to be so essential for them in finding that pocket and being able to connect quickly to the other side to free something up. Because right now, Lexington Catholic putting the clamps on it.
And it feels a lot like the first half. First 15, 20 minutes were kind of controlled by Catholic, but then Lafayette was able to string a couple passes and hit back. So if they could get one here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, it would really take a lot out of this Catholic team and give them a lot of momentum. But that's easier said than done against this Catholic crew.
It is. We've seen their defense be very tight on that back line, not allowing a lot behind. The midfield closes quickly, and those front three are just vicious. They want that ball, and they're going all out to get it. And they do it as a unit, though, and I think that's so important to point out. A lot of high school teams, a lot of young teams want one person goes and no one goes with. Not with this Catholic side. When the 7 or 11 goes, that midfield is right behind cutting off options.
They definitely are. And this team has only given up. They had only given up 6 goals coming into tonight. So it's not like this is abnormal for Catholic.
Right. And it's something that you can tell that they are dedicated to impressing as a team. And actually, I might need these girls to come give my boys a lesson next season.
They have been a joy to watch here Tuesday night and tonight. Same with Lafayette. Quality soccer. Happy to showcase these young ladies on a wonderful complex here at Great Crossing. And that was Dahlhair looking. She had Abraham in space, but that's a good step by Bryant. Ooh. And her counterpart, Sarah Hall.
And responds in like there. And, I think with Lafayette, when they get in those positions here, as they're starting to get into that attacking third, the idea is there. That execution just needs to be a little bit crisper, a little bit faster. Because I do think there's some opportunities for this Lafayette side to get into that Lexington Catholic defense a little bit more.
We still have 22 minutes, but the winner of this game will advance to the state tournament. They will travel to Highlands to face... are they the Birds?
I think you're right.
I'm not sure.
We're going to go with it today.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. But they are the state Bluebirds is what Lanny Brennick just told us.
Something that flies through the air.
I knew it was something bird. But Lady Bluebirds, they were state runner-ups last year.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough ask for either of these two teams that come out of this region. And
Lafayette played them earlier in the year and lost 4-0.
Yeah.
Both of these teams have only lost to 2 teams this year. Lafayette lost to Lexington Catholic and Highlands, and the only 2 teams to beat Catholic was Notre Dame, who was ranked number 1 in the state in the most recent Mayhair rankings. They lost in region, believe it or not, and then Assumption. So these teams have not experienced defeat much.
Yeah, not a lot of adversity either that they've had to face. And so both these teams tonight have really responded well when they've been down. Catholic with a quick response and then that goal to take the lead right behind it. Lafayette battling to get the lead and now battling to back.
Playing it to the back post. Just a little bit too much on it, but they're going to keep it in play. That was really nicely done. That was Weldon.
Yeah, those Lexington Catholic corners are dangerous. Any free kick from that angle, they just whip in there, and you never know what kind of chaos can occur.
A little body there from Abraham, but no foul.
No, we're not going to.
I don't think that was a foul, yeah. That's 2 girls just going at it. We're approaching the midpoint here, 20 minutes, 2-1. Lexington Catholic, goals through Scanlon and Mary Martin Hampton. Proved to be the difference thus far after Brooke Dahlhair got an early goal for Lafayette.
Oh, that's dangerous ball there, even
somehow she kept that in play too. Really nice. Collected by Meade.
And I don't know that we give Rowe enough credit up there and what she's been able to do and create. The assist to Mary Martin Hampton, causing a little havoc over there and getting that cross in. She really does a lot of the unsung stuff up top.
I think we got a few folks that weren't too happy with that call.
I've never understood why people get upset over who gets a throw-in.
Especially at midfield.
Yeah. And let's be honest, we've watched enough soccer over our lives that most throw-ins don't lead to anything at this level. So it's
we've talked about this on some other Bluegrass Sports Network replays. Have you read anything about some of the new rules that FIFA's talking about?
I've heard that they might do away with a throw-in. How weird would that be?
Well, Arsene Wenger, who used to coach Arsenal, is now on the rules committee. And he had all this data, which I thought was interesting, and it speaks to your point that when you take a throw-in, you take a player off the field. And so you go a man down effectively. And then the data also shows that the throw-in, usually within 2 or 3 touches, loses possession.
Oh, wow.
So the argument is that if you played it with your feet, you're playing it to another teammate's feet.
Sure. So I wonder if they'll make that. Oh, wait.
This is an opportunity here. That's good step there from
that Lexington Catholic
Bryant,
defense.
Emma James Bryant
just
coming
locking
over.
It down back there.
So I kind of get it, but it would feel so weird.
So you think it would be a indirect I assume, from that point?
I think it would.
Because then it's just crosses from here. I think that might be increase some scoring opportunities for some teams.
Yeah, I mean, you can't score off a throw-in, so I don't think they would allow you to score from that replay.
Yeah, sure, but
here's the craziest
basically
one.
treat it like a corner.
They're contemplating a free kick, a quick kick to yourself.
Oh.
On which would be insane in my mind. This is Martinez fighting with Rowe there. Rowe finds Mary Martin Hampton. She's trying to do the touch and run around, but well defended by Abby Peck. Yeah, I think the quick kick to yourself would be.
That'd be interesting.
And then the third and final was they're contemplating allowing corner kicks to outswing.
Go out of
play, but back in.
I don't know that I like that.
I feel
one so
that
much.
like that would create a lot of collisions right in front of the goal.
Yeah, I don't know that I like that rule change much, but doing away with throw-ins, it makes sense because you are taking that player off the field, and truth be told, like we've talked about, not a lot of action going in on throw-ins.
But it would definitely make these ones, in that final third,
dangerous.
It'd basically make everything a corner kick.
Yep. It'd make if you're not coaching, it makes it exciting to watch.
Yep.
I
think a good look there at Abby Peck. She is preparing to take this goal kick. I've seen her at Footbox, GS Footbox, working with Coach BJ, Coach Stanton, Jake Dunn, rest of the crew over there. We're very thankful for their support, helping us provide this regional tournament. They're located over off Nandino Drive, so
nice.
Check them out. First class is free.
Number 18, Ashley McLaughlin, drawing that foul there. Pretty easy for the official to make that call. Again, though, Lexington Catholic in a dangerous position. These are positions they'd like to be in, and Scanlon's back in.
Bretz is just going to probably put this right on top of the 6, which she does.
Wow. And what a ball by Bretz there. Scanlon on the back end, just like we expected.
You're going to see here on the replay, it looked like Scanlon was just trying to redirect it back across the frame of the goal. Got a touch there from Cottingham on the near post to give up a corner kick. And Bretz will go from one set piece to another.
Yeah, she is dangerous on these balls and just such quality service here.
In swinger right on top of the box.
Ooh.
That hits the post. Cleared out by Lafayette. Catholic playing it back in. Mary Martin Hampton was onside.
That's a save
great
by that keeper.
But the redirection is in. I think that was Scanlon. Here's a replay. Mary Martin Hampton was onside. This was an amazing save. Moore was trying to clear it, but I think Scanlon gets the last touch. And
Scanlon with the tap in.
She will put the Lady Knights up 3-1.
We've got to give credit for that, the Lafayette keeper, Meade, making that initial save way out of area, but finding a way to get a hand on that. Unfortunately, it pushed it right into the path of Scanlon for the easy tap in there.
And you got to give Mary Martin Hampton some credit because a lot of times on those corner kicks, the strikers just kind of walk out.
They think it's done. And
she was onside. And that long ball, I think that was played in by Truitt, who's had a big game tonight.
All the Lexington Catholic wingbacks and 7-11s have really created a lot of havoc like they have all season and connecting with those players and finding opportunities. And Mary Martin Hampton, not a slacker at all, making that run, recovering that ball. And great strike, great save by Meade again, but right in that path. And Scanlon gets her, 14th of the season. I mean,
yeah.
she's racking up the goals in this postseason.
She's got 5 just in these 2 nights. She had 4 Tuesday night. I'm not sure if she had any in their game against Sayre. Tippy had Abraham making a run out here, but she could not release it. And Catholic takes it back and playing it over the top here. But Scanlon
she's going.
She never stops.
And, if you've noticed what Lexington Catholic does, they sub those front 3 pretty frequently because of the work rate that's needed for this type of press.
It's a good ball out wide here. It's number 18, McLaughlin.
And out of bounds for a goal kick.
She was
tried
trying
to find Mary Martin Hampton, and just kind of kept on rolling on.
You're kind of surprised when she doesn't get there,
right? I mean that pace, and as coaches, we always talk about you can teach players a lot of things, can't teach pace.
Get a good look there of Kristen Gamble checking in for the Generals. She's one of their senior leaders.
And Catholic doesn't look like that goal has quenched their thirst for putting points up on that scoreboard. They continue to press and fight hard for a fourth, which I really think might seal the deal for this match.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of describe on TV or when we're watching it how high press it really is. It's almost like every time Lafayette, one of the players gets the ball, they have two Lady Knights right on top of them.
Yeah, and the dedication as a team to that press is really what's been essential tonight, and I have to assume all throughout the season, in the fact that they don't let anyone breathe, and as a unit they do that. Now, with that press, a team with some pace can easily, can find a way to beat them, but for where they're at right now, it's working for them.
Looked like number 10, Confides, checked in for the Generals along with Piper Schwader. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing some of these names, and I apologize for that. But that was Skinner connecting out wide there for the Knights, but they lose possession. And again, quick turnover. Bretz is on the ball. Scanlon wins the 50-50, and they play a ball in the top.
Mary Martin Hampton just overran it, but still got a chance.
Another really nice save from Meade. We'll get a check on the replay. This is a good ball in. Hampton fighting to get goal side. She misses the flick header, but it lands right back to her, and great save for Meade.
Great save. Way to watch that all the way through. Mary Martin Hampton probably wishing she had another shot at that, but wow, what a play there by her. And just a heads-up play, not to give up just because that defender touched that ball.
Another corner kick.
A little further out from Brett's that time. Usually she's been serving those right at the 6, and this one a little bit further out. And so the Lady Knights had to adjust a bit, not quite getting what they normally do on that.
We saw her go short a couple of times on Tuesday, but tonight it's been more back post right inside that 6-yard box.
They're trying to cause havoc for Meade there in the box and not allow her to see some of these balls coming in. And as we know from, the years we've been around the game, it's tough for keepers to find those sometimes, and Catholic causing those problems.
Dahlhair had a moment there. I thought she was going to be able to play Gamble in, but good defending again. But I think it was Truitt. Truitt has been big. She's got Abraham wide right or left here. She finds her. Truitt stepping over. Players go down. Lafayette wants a penalty, but no whistle. Several of the fans agree that it should be a penalty. This is Martinez. She finds Dahlhair. Quick shot with the left.
And right to the keeper there. Good creation by number 15 there. Abraham on that wing and trying to create that 1v1 situation. Two players collide, and the ref waits play on. He was in
a good position. I will say that he was in a good position to see that. That's what you have to ask for first as a coach.
That's right.
Did he get a look at it? And he was pretty immediate in his response of, I'm not going to give anything there. So he saw something, or he didn't see something that he was looking for, and so we keep playing. And this is Abby Rowe and Sarah Hall. Good defending by Hall just to force her wide. You'll see it here.
And was that Mary Martin Hampton with that flick?
That was Mary Martin Hampton, and Hall did just enough to kind of get her wide. Good save there by Meade. Good hands.
Good safe hands by her, really. She catches every – I have not seen her bobble a ball tonight.
Big clearance. This is Martinez giving chase. That was Tippy, I believe. Played out of bounds there by Abby Peck. So a Lexington Catholic throw in. We've got just at 9 minutes left here. trip to state and Northern Kentucky to play Highlands Bluebirds is on the ticket for the winner here tonight. After the conclusion of the night's game, we encourage you to stick with us. We'll have a presentation of the all-tournament team.
Yeah, what a team that is.
And trophy presentation. So that'll take just a few minutes. So we'll take a break, but come back and see. I'm sure we'll have some folks from Tuesday night join them.
That's a good win in the midfield.
This is Gamble. She was onside. This is Dahlhair. Knocked off the ball there by Bretts, and she will earn a foul.
Yeah, I think the ref got it right there.
And this is definitely in a position where you can put it in the mix.
Yeah, it's, you know, if you can get a quality strike on the ball, you can put it on the keeper and force a save or force something to happen.
I saw you checking your phone. I saw they said earlier that Josh Moore was going to tweet from the game, so I don't know if you follow Mr. Moore.
I don't. I probably should, though. That's what I was looking for, was an update on the kind of where that other match was. But we've got the kick here from Lafayette. Puts it on frame. A little bit of movement, but not enough for the keeper to really struggle with.
I don't see any updates just yet. They probably would be about 20 minutes in if I'm correct.
Yeah, that looks probably means it's 0-0 still.
Those games come down to the tightest of margins. I know you had to deal with that in your first-round game against Madison Central.
You know, sometimes you know that happens, and you've got
last year you got some of those tight games. You know, you made it to the regional final in your first year with Great Crossing, new school.
Yeah, we had a solid team last year, a lot of seniors, and you know, they were able to put together a good little run. Unfortunately, it came to an end against the future state title winners, Henry Clay. And
the buzzsaw that was known as Henry Clay.
Geez, they
just devastated everyone on their way.
Wow, you know, I had watched some film on them beforehand and planning, and the film did not prepare you for what you saw in real life. Truth be told, I haven't seen a high school team play like that in quite a while. And you know,
Coach Beeler has got it working again this year.
He does,
so
yeah.
They got a shot at
and
3
have
straight.
A great shot at making to state again. Back to the action, the Lafayette Lady Generals are able to make some connections and build out the back a little bit.
Cottengim got her head up, trying to find. You got Dahlhair checking.
Oh,
she goes direct, and that's a great ball. I
onside.
think this is Tippy. She's looking for Dahlhair. She drops to Cottengim. Little ball in, but just a little too much on it.
Yeah, those are, if you're looking to distribute from that angle, it's a tough ball to hit in because you have to have that pinpoint accuracy to really do any damage.
Big distribution by the goalkeeper on the punt. Finds Scanlon. She finds Skinner. Ball bouncing around, and Lafayette trying to keep it in play. This is Mary Martin Hampton. She takes a bump, no call though.
You know, the funny thing about Abby Rowe, she's actually a goalkeeper for her club team, and yet plays so well in the attack for the Lexington Catholic Lady Knights.
Yeah, we saw her come in for a portion of the second half the other night.
Yes, yeah, there at the end, putting don't in the yellow penny.
This is Martinez. She's got a player on her right. Could not quite get that final touch. I think that was Gamble out wide. Just one step away from potentially hitting back against these Knights, but instead, big punt. Lafayette's again. Here's
she found space.
She's got a little space. Got a couple
Something
players
she hasn't
ahead.
seen much
she
of
finds
tonight.
Tippy out wide. She's got Martinez in the middle. Gamble at the top of the box. It's a good battle over there with Truitt. It's almost like every time a defender from Lafayette is on the ball, it's Truitt. It's like there's 3 of them.
She is everywhere tonight, cleaning up the mess back there. And
we got a stoppage in play.
A lot of opportunities.
Substitution here. We're under 5 minutes, so the clock stops with every substitution from the team that's ahead. It's another one of those just interesting rules with KHSAA,
So we don't do that clock killing thing that I'd like to do.
I know. I wish they would just kind of let the officials take it. Just stop the clock at 5 minutes and let the officials take it to
Wouldn't
the
that
finish.
be great? Well, then you don't have to worry about if the ball's not crossed the line when that buzzer goes off,
In almost every other, type of soccer, the referee keeps the clock. And, of course, in the professional game, the clock counts up instead of down,
right?
Like it does here.
Now, I can tell you our clock will count up. We can do that. But I don't know that the officials would appreciate it. It might throw them off a little bit. They're not used to seeing that.
This is Dahlhair with a free kick, trying to chip it in. Gets past the first night, but cleared, I believe, by Stevenson?
I think that is Stevenson over there.
Banahan, I think. I'm sorry. I get her and Stevenson confused because they're 5 and 2.
Yeah, the numbers are a little difficult to read from that distance.
Especially once the sun goes down. This is Abraham. She wins possession. This is Simpson. Can she get on the end of it? She cannot.
It's a little too far. Emma James Bryant there for Catholic trying to push her off the ball and able to get that little back angle pass in.
Mary Martin Hampton. Big one from Lexington Catholic.
She's in behind.
Skinner, I believe. No, that was a really nice pullback. Really nice. We might get to see. That was Archer. I apologize. That was Archer.
Archer with some great footwork there.
That was a really nice little individual move to create some space for her. Win a corner kick. And we're at 2:45 here.
And, you have to appreciate this. I know the camera's not showing it, but we can see the Lexington Catholic defense talking about some of the issues that they faced the past few minutes. They're talking about how to fix it.
Brett's with the corner. First touch there was by Abraham. Now Tippy is released, but she is completely surrounded. Looking forward there for Simpson, but just unable to connect.
Emma James Brown with that clearance, and she will actually be going to play at center next year.
This is Dahlhair. She's looking for Simpson out wide. Good little 1-2 there with Abraham. I'm pretty sure Truitt got the first touch there, so no foul. But again, right side, left side, middle. Truitt's been everywhere tonight. This is Tippy coming over for the corner kick. Good ball on top of the PK spot, cleared by Catholic.
A little miscommunication there.
I think Dahlhair thought Cottingem was going to get it, but instead Dahlhair, she's trying to create a little sliver of space, and it out of bounds, and we have another stoppage for subs. So the clock will stop.
We're at 1:27 here. And
yeah, we're really close on our ticker.
Yeah.
Mr. Brannick's doing a great job for us producing tonight.
Rocking and rolling next door. That's Ashley McLaughlin coming in, looks like up top.
Sarah Hall trying to find Abraham. Looked like it could have been a handball, but no call. We are almost at 1 minute here. It doesn't look like Lafayette's going to be able to continue this magical run, but man, what a job Coach Roden and her crew are doing.
Yeah.
15 years. They make the regional final for the first time, they make the region for the first time out of the terribly difficult 43rd district. And they make the regional final. It looks like they're going to fall short, just like they did in 2005 to Lexington Catholic.
Yeah.
Some things don't change.
Some things remain the same, that's for sure. But you credit to this young Lafayette team who's really made a fantastic run in a difficult year. Catholic just trying to top it off with one more, but good clearance by.
This will be their 5th title in 6 years, which is kind of crazy to think about when you think about Region 11.
Yeah, and this region is so difficult, which just shows you the Catholic's ability to continue that tradition of winning trophies.
Under 10 here, Dahlhair is trying to release Simpson. 5 seconds. And, folks, that's going to do it here at Great Crossings. Lexington Catholic, the Lady Knights, defend their Region 11 championship. defeating the Lafayette Generals by the score of 3-1. Coach Maxwell, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little recap, and then we'll see who made that all-tournament team.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you guys for watching us on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Play like the pros and train at the ultimate soccer training facility. Goal Station Footbox. Featuring a patented state-of-the-art arena and performance center designed to improve all players, whether you're a beginner or advanced. Our certified coaches and cutting-edge technology will track your progress and help you achieve your full potential. Visit goalstationfootbox.com/Lexington to view a variety of training options. Your first class is free. Make goals, break goals at Goal Station Footbox.
So when you think about a banking relationship, you want someone who's going to be there with you in good times and particularly in bad times. And when we think about traditional bank, that's the kind of partnership and family member we're looking for. They have the same values we have, they care for their people, and they want you to do well. My name is Heedley Bell, and I am the managing partner of Mill Ridge Farm.
Welcome back, folks, to the Bluegrass Sports Network. We just finished up here at Great Crossing High School. The Lady Knights of Lexington Catholic have captured their 5th Region 11 title in the last 6 years, defeating Lafayette Generals and Coach Taylor Roden 3-1. As you can see, the teams are still kind of finishing their post-game routines. Folks here on site are getting the trophy presentation ready and pulling together the all-tournament teams. While we do that, before Coach Maxwell rejoins me to give us a little post-game, hit us up on the website, kybsn.com. We've got our schedule on there. We're going to be covering a couple football games tomorrow night. We're going to be covering some prep baseball report games on Saturday, some high school uncommitted baseball prospects from the class of 2022 and 2023. So we'd love to have you join us. We've got a live link so you can see whenever we're live or whatever our next scheduled event is. Beyond that, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And we're going to try to, hopefully we'll have some highlights from tonight's games. So Coach Maxwell, man, the Knights do it again. Finished by a 3-1 score, but you know, this young, new-coming Lafayette team, you know, first time in 15 years, they gave them a run for their money in this 3rd attempt this year. You know, it's tough to play a team 3 times.
It is.
It's tough to beat them 3 times. And then these Knights found themselves down 1-0 about 20 minutes in. Nice little combination play between Gamble, Dahlhair, and Simpson led to a finish, 1-0. But really from that point, we saw the Knights kind of kick it into the next gear.
Yeah, and truth be told, even before that goal, the Knights were really starting to dictate the pace and kind of dominate play. Like Lafayette getting that really wonderful interchange of play for that goal. And then you're right, Catholic showed their class, showed their experience, and showed the ability to finish off the match.
So they have started doing the all-tournament team announcements here, and so, you know, we're going to try to identify them. You can see Athletic Director Austin Haywood. I wanted to give him a big shout-out. We were here last week for the district soccer tournament on the boys' side and the girls' side, and he is just a class act. I know, you know, he's your coach, or he's your athletic director, but we just want to give him a big shout-out.
Yeah, we really appreciate him at Great Crossing and all the work that he does and puts into the programs and supporting the programs especially. You know, we've asked Austin several times crazy things, and he's like, if we can do it, let's do it. So
we've got a list of names. I can't quite hear exactly who they're calling out.
I see the 2 Great Crossing players, Marin Patton and Camry Smith were just announced. They're walking up to get their awards now.
Marin Patton, of course, scored the lone goal, but Camry Smith was tough in that center back role, played very tremendously the whole night.
it looks like for the
this is Lafayette. Yeah, this
Generals.
is Sarah Hall, number 8, senior. She was tremendous in that center back role. Looks like we've got a Lexington Catholic player as well.
Looks like that's probably going to be Catherine Truitt.
Truitt, and those are your 2 center backs, and they both played a heck of a game.
Yeah, solid
I was
game.
super impressed by Miss Truitt.
For Lafayette, we have Kristen Gamble coming on to pick up some hardware.
Kristen Gamble had a great individual turn in that game on Tuesday night to lead to that lone goal.
Yes.
She started at midfield, made a turn, beat 2 defenders, and then played Simpson in for the win for the lone goal.
And then Olivia Brett's coming on for Catholic for the all-region team. Some fantastic balls in from corners and free set pieces, but just overall work rate in that midfield is really going to cause a lot of teams problem.
This is the young lady, Brooke Dahlhair. She had a couple goals and an assist in their first-round win against Western Hills. One with the left, one from the right. You can see that on our YouTube page because one was top shelf, man.
Yeah, she's a fantastic player at only a freshman. We'll continue to see a lot of growth from her. Emma James Bryant coming on for Catholic as their third
and this
all-region
is 2
player.
of their back 3.
A lot of props to them.
And Bryant, they were super solid back there.
And the MVP, it looks like, just got announced.
I don't think there's any surprise here.
No surprise at all. Emily Scanlon with the MVP and all-region honors. Amazing tournament from her. Some amazing play. And I think that's something we'll keep seeing not only as they advance, but next year as well.
So I don't know that they were here today, but Alexis Henry from Sayre was also named to the all-tournament team. Representing Henry Clay was Elizabeth Hunley and Ella Pugh. Elizabeth Hunley was super solid in that center back spot last night or Tuesday night.
Making it very difficult for Lafayette to get opportunities.
And you can see the Generals coming over to receive their runner-up. I know they're dejected, but they have to look at where they were, where they're going.
And for that team, it's all about progress, all about progress of what their end goal is and how do they reach it.
And you want to talk about progress, Coach Maxwell. 2015, the year before Taylor Roden, 1-19, they scored 4 goals the whole year.
Yeah, wow.
Fast forward 6 years, they're in the regional final, and they took a 5-time out of 6-time region champ to the wire.
Yeah, and there's Lexington Catholic celebrating the win. How exciting it is for that team, and not only the fact that their season continues, but the fact that they get the opportunity to go to that next level.
And just to mark off that all-region team, it looks like Western Hills had a representative, Kennedy Carter. She scored their lone goal against Lafayette. Madison Southern was Kiera Salvia. I'm sure I mispronounced that name,
That's
and I'll
right.
let you try that model name.
Annalise Valencia.
Annalise Valencia. So congratulations to the all-region team. Congratulations to the Lady Knights. They will now head to Northern Kentucky, play the defending runner-ups at the state level, and we wish them nothing but luck. Sectionals begin Saturday. Girls semifinals are a week from yesterday on Wednesday.
Crazy how quick that turnaround is, Bo.
And then the finals are Sunday. So I read a tweet that whoever wins the state championship will have played 9 games in 19 days.
I know that's crazy.
And
on
it's
these
insane.
bodies. It
It's
is.
insane. But
and it's the year of COVID and things are different. And you got to roll with the punches. And again, I think it's exciting that we even get to talk about having a state final, having semifinals, and this regional final. And while Catholic is celebrating, Lafayette, their coach is talking about. We had a great season. Now we start to look for next year for those younger players and thanking the seniors for their efforts.
Yeah, it's a hard way to end the season, but the reality is everybody loses except one.
That's right.
And you just have to accept that. But folks, we really appreciate you joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network. Nick, I appreciate you joining us Tuesday night, joining us tonight.
What better gig is there to sit up in a press box and talk soccer for 2-3 hours?
Well, we've really enjoyed it. We thank you for your school, Great Crossing, being so hospitable to us and allowing us to be here, and hopefully we can do it again.
Oh, for sure. We welcome you anytime.
All right. For Bo Craycraft, Nick Maxwell, we thank you for joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network. We'll see you at our next stream.